Hey, what's up, everybody, and good morning. It is Wednesday. No, Thursday. Wait, it is Thursday. Thursday, November the 11th, and it is Veterans Day, which is a federal holiday here in the U.S. Okay, so shout out to all of the people that have served in our great armed forces, to include myself. And I'm going to take the time to talk about me and show me on Veterans Day wearing a uniform before we get into the topic this morning. All right. I'm a little bit late than usual today because I'm off today. I am off of my normal 9 to 5, and I decided that I wanted to start a little bit later and sleep in. So that is exactly what I did. All right. But this is your boy. When I was active duty Air Force, my job was an in flight refueler on the KC 135. And good morning to you, Miss Winifred Williams, and thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate your message this morning and your time for tuning in. But yeah, I was a in-flight refueler in the Air Force for about 9 years, and I loved it. It allowed me to travel all over the world and helped open my eyes to everything that this beautiful earth has to offer. That's why I'm such a chill guy. I was always a chill guy, but when you understand that you're not the only one on the planet, it makes you have an appreciation for life and view things differently. So, what are we talking about here today? Today, we are going to talk about taking profits for the most part. There's a video that I watched by the name of Adam Shelton, who is a guy on YouTube, a regular guy like me, but his net worth is a lot bigger than mine. And he puts up different YouTube videos talking about various stuff around the cryptocurrency market. And when I was watching one of his videos, I just my eyes went foof because I thought about something that he said, and it made sense to me. And it revolves around one of the cryptocurrencies that I'm in, Saitama. Now, Saitama is starting to explode, okay? And y'all know on this channel I talk about SHIB, hashtag SHIB Army. I talk about Saitama, and I talk about Safemoon. And then if there's any other thing in the crypto news that stands out, I'm gonna mention it, right? Because you have to kind of understand the plays and things that's out there. I'm not just in those three; those are just my biggest parts of my portfolio, and it's for long-term holding. Okay, so let's talk about what Saitama did. Let me put my phone on mute. My bad, people. And I'm going to show what Adam talked about in his his video here, and let me share my screen here. The video decided to not go to the part that I wanted to have it on, so I'm going to have to do some adjustments. Let me figure this out. Where did I put that photo? Okay, here's the photo. So I'm not going to play his video because I don't want the copyright kings of YouTube to come after your boy. But I put the link to his video down in the description below if you want to watch the whole thing. So he talked about how he was into this cryptocurrency called Litecoin. And I'm sorry, Tailcoin, right here, Tailcoin. And he took profits from Tailcoin, 4,500, and purchased Saitama August 4, 2021, which is a special day because it's my birthday. Shout out to me. All right. And at the current value of what Saitama was when he recorded this yesterday, his $4,500 is now sitting at $173,000. Okay. So then he showed, hey, at the end of 2021, if it ate 1 0, okay, what would that amount be? And let's say if anytime in 2022 it eats another zero, what would that amount be? Okay. Look at that. That's 17 million if it eats just two zeros. Okay. If it eats 1 0 from where it's at, that's $1.7 million. He took 4,500, got into Saitama early. Okay. Like that was key. He got into it in August. This was a couple of months ago. And he turned 4,500 into $173,000. That's really good. Another homeboy of mine who comes onto the stream sometimes, CJ. I've already asked him if I could talk about this. He took his profits from SHIB after SHIB mooned a little bit. He took his profits from SHIB and shifted it over to Saitama. Okay, and let's see. He told me that I could talk about it, and I've got the screenshots. I'm not going to show him. I'm not going to show him, but he took it and parlayed it into a nice chunk of change. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I ain't gonna put all his business out there, but he did all right. He did all right. So shout out to Adam and shout out to CJ as well. And Winifred, let me tell you, whoa, indeed, if you can get in early before some of these projects like explode, you can take a small amount of capital and turn it into some nice gains. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to identify those projects that are out there that can do that. And I have a strategy that I'm going to talk about later on this stream, in that it's something that I'm taking a look at that I'm going to I'm going to figure this out. And you'll understand what I mean a little bit later on. The stream is probably going to be about 20 minutes. It's not going to be short. I have time today because I don't have to worry about signing in and going to my job. Okay, so let's take a look at Saitama and see where the price is at. So in the last day, it dipped to under the eights. Actually, it dipped into the sevens last night or yesterday. And a lot of people are like, man, why is the price dipping? Because they're about to have this launch event for Saitamask or Saitamask. I still don't know how to properly say it. I'm gonna have to figure that one out. I'm gonna see what the other people are talking about. Russ and Jake Gagan, who does a really good channel for uh Saitama. Tomato. But then it rose a bit and then it dipped. And I got a little bit right here on Hotbit last night because I just so happened to be up and I saw it hit 7-8, and I was like, you know what? Let me throw $90 into it. So that's exactly what I did on Hotbit. Okay, and then boom, it's jumped back up into the nines. Okay, now Saitama's having that launch event in Vegas this coming weekend, November the 13th. Now, let's be clear about something here. They're having the launch event, but that doesn't mean that the Saitamask app is going to be launched as well. Why do I say that? If you check into Jake Gagan's show yesterday, Russ, aka Saitama Guru, um, came on and he had talked about the event and stuff this weekend and what's going on with it. Hey, Money Buggy, good morning, man. Thanks for tuning in on your way to work, brother. I appreciate that. So Russ talked about the event, and it doesn't like they're going to be presenting some information, dropping some bombshells, and talking about the Saitama ecosystem, right? But the app isn't necessarily expected to be launched on that day because they want to make sure that they dot all the I's and cross the T's before they put it on the mobile platforms. And the CertiK audit, which is the industry standard for, if you will, on doing like the audits for security and reliability, isn't done yet. They've submitted the stuff that they have to do, but before they put it on the mobile platforms, they want to make sure that the audit and stuff is out there. There's other companies or businesses that you could use to do audits of your applications, but CertiK is considered like the gold standard, and it's also the most expensive too. But if you get that CertiK stamp of approval, if you will, then that tells the people out there that the security of this application is XYZ. Because if it's good, they'll tell you. If it's crappy or there's any vulnerabilities or whatnot, that audit will highlight that. Okay. So people are anticipating and they're buying the rumor that the Saitamask application, when it launches, is going to cause Saitama to skyrocket. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I don't own a big bag, and I'll just tell y'all, I'll be fully transparent. I've got about maybe 10 billion of the coins total. All right. So a lot, but not as much as other people that I've seen on Etherscan. Let me just put that out there. But at 10 billion tokens, it eats a couple of zeros. I'm happy. All right. And speaking of Etherscan, yesterday this was at about 195,000 total holders. And Saitama's not on a whole lot of markets yet, or it's not in a whole lot of markets. It's listed on a couple of different uh DeFi type of exchanges or DEXs, and then a few central exchanges like Bitmart. But it's going to come to KuCoin. It's going to come to Coinbase, and this is me assuming things because of what Russ talked about on Jake Gagan's show yesterday. So once and Binance US. So once it hit like the big centralized exchanges, there's another smaller one that's getting listed like today. Um, I forgot exactly where he had said the name, but I had never heard of it. But hey, exposure is exposure for any cryptocurrency. Okay. And as long as it's being traded and the volume is there and you're getting those reflections coming back to your wallet, the value is eventually going to go up. And for people that are new to reflections, Winifred, I don't mean to call you out, but certain tokens have mechanisms in place that for every transaction, as long as you hold the token, okay, when other people sell, you get a portion of those tokens put into your wallet. Saitama is one of the tokens that does that. Safemoon is one of the first ones, and their portion is higher. And that's why I'm into Safemoon as well, because they're one of the other tokens that do that. SHIB does it in a different way. If you hold on Shiba Swap, you get these tokens called Ryoshi Vision, and Ryoshi Vision just started to take off. I was actually surprised. I have a small amount of SHIB on Shiba Swap, and the Ryoshi Vision that I've been paid out to so far is just over like $100, and I've been in it since July, and I don't even have a lot on Shiba Swap, and I'm regretting that. So I'm like, man, I'm thinking to myself, imagine if I had more, and I've been earning that Ryoshi Vision. They pay it out every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, I have $100 of this token for just holding on to SHIB. That's why I like SHIB. SHIB is one of those long-term plays that if you're using the Shiba swap, okay, or whatever the native token is on any of these decentralized or centralized exchange, have some of it. Crypto.com, have CRO, okay. I'm going to talk about that specifically in one video, but I've got the Crypto.com Visa card. It is fantastic. It's like a prepaid card, but it's like a credit or debit card in that you can use it with the Visa logo and you earn cash back for spending on the card. And it's free to top up. A wonderful laugh because I called her out. Yeah. um, but that token, the CRO token, was under 20 cent not too long ago, and it's since doubled. It's at like 31 cent right now. And I think it's also cracked the top 25 too in cryptocurrency market cap. Okay. So tokens that have a function attached to a swap, sushi swap, you know, any of those things, take a look at those. Okay. And I'm going to talk about that specifically in a video. But look, this is going up. Okay, it's likely going to hit 200,000 before the November 13th launch event because more people are talking about it. If you take a look at Twitter and what's trending, you see Saitama is one of the trending cryptocurrencies of today. SHIB is still one of the top dogs, but hey, there's some other things in the play as well. Taking a look at SHIB, look at the total amount of holders on Shiba. 942,000 addresses hold Shiba. That's insane. Okay? That's insane. That's good too, by the way. All right. So that's all that I wanted to kind of highlight on that is just the differences. And I'm curious if Saitama catches up with SHIB anytime soon. All right, so let's bring that down. So what has SHIB done? Absolutely nothing. It's starting to gain though. It's starting to gain. All right. I was a little bit surprised that when you take a look at the uh let's go back to the market cap. The market cap in cryptocurrency saw a lot of red yesterday, a lot of red. All right. And it was at 2.9 trillion and it's dropped back down. But if you take a look at what Shiba's been doing now, okay, hey, you're starting to see an uptick and it was under 29 billion. It dropped like 5 billion in market cap over the last couple of days. And I'm curious now if that's going to start trending back up. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. I got a little bit yesterday. Once I got paid, didn't get a whole lot. I wanted to get more Saitama prior to that November 13th Vegas event because I think that some of the stuff that's going to come out of there is going to cause Saitama to explode. And I wanted to make sure that my bag was secured before that happened. Okay, so that's all I'm going to talk about on shit for now. I just wanted to show and highlight that it's still kind of sideways, not a huge dip. You know, the price, it dropped down about 5 billion, but it's still in the top 15, and that's a good thing to me. Okay, so hey, to my family and friends that I talk about with cryptocurrency, Shiba Inu it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. People are still talking about it. Folks are still trading it. The volume is still there when you take a look at um, the volume over 24 hours. All right. The final thing to talk about before I get into my last subject is Safemoon. Okay, Safemoon's seen a big dip as well. Take a look at that. Ouch. Okay, ouch. All right. But long term, I'm not worried. Okay. This right here was one of the reasons why I bought yesterday. I got in because this was like a little bit after I had gotten off work. I saw this and said snatch and got me some more. So I added to my Safe Moon bag as well. All right. So the final thing that I wanted to talk about, and this is just as you're thinking about your strategy, okay, and how you want to get into cryptocurrency. This guy here, the title is what caught me. Crypto billionaire Sam Bankman Fried says Solana is better than Ethereum as it's one of the few networks able to handle mass adoption. And I've put the link to this article in the description on YouTube. So if you want to read it for yourself, check it out because I'm just going to skim over it. But what he talked about was this, and this guy's net worth is approximately 22.5 billion and he's under 30 years old. Hey Sam, if you catch this video, uh let's talk. All right. So in this article, he said that Solana, its biggest upside is the ability to handle an enormous amount of users and transactions. Okay, and he said that it's billed as the Ethereum killer because it's based on being able to have quicker transaction speeds and lower fees. The Solana network can run 60,000 transactions per second at approximately 0.0015 per transaction, while Ethereum handles just 17,000 at the cost of $5.80. Okay. Now, what does that mean for people that's like, well, King, I'm still really new to cryptocurrency. Can you break it down into simpler terms for me? Absolutely. So, the blockchain, when you hear the word blockchain, think of blockchain as like an online financial ledger. Okay. And it's verifying transactions. Okay, I'm sending this to here for this amount, and this is how you do the accounting of it, the accounting and the auditing of it, basically. Okay, so that's what blockchain is. All right, in simple terms, a blockchain is a financial ledger and it's online. All right. So to be able to send money faster and have it verified and only cost this much is fantastic. Versus Ethereum, if people understand when folks talk about gas fees when they're trying to swap, okay, and what they're trying to do is they're trying to take Ethereum and swap it to these other cryptocurrencies. All right. If a lot of people are on the Ethereum chain trying to swap, that's more users on the network. that's going to cause the verification and stuff to be higher and cost more money. All right. So that's my biggest headache with Ethereum right now. Is Ethereum's going to have to do some type of upgrade in order for it to be competitive, because if other blockchains can do things for faster and cheaper, people are going to start migrating over there. Ethereum is kind of the king and Bitcoin, but if some of these other cryptocurrencies can figure it out, I mean, take a look at where a Solana's at right now. It used to be 30 some dollars about 3 months ago, and it has since like 7x, 6x almost. That's insane. That is insane. $73 billion market cap. And it can climb quick. It can climb quick. So I bring this up to say, take a look at like I'm going to be looking at cryptocurrencies that are going to be around the Solana ecosystem. Okay. And there's several of them. And I'm going to start trying to highlight which ones are small cap cryptocurrencies that I can try to catch at launch. Okay. Throw a couple of hundred in on it and cross my fingers. So this is the type of uh analysis that I do. Like I said, not an expert, but I've been kind of learning on what the different cryptocurrencies do, what the different cryptocurrency blockchain functions are. All right. And how people are talking in this space. You know, you're starting to hear the terms metaverse, and that's going to be kind of the thing that people are going to start building on. Healthcare is things that people are going to try to integrate, which is what Saitama's doing. They're going to try to integrate healthcare type stuff around the blockchain. All right. Imagine being able to pay your hospital bills with cryptocurrency. That's that's going to be a thing in the future. Okay. So be on the lookout for me to try to highlight some of these different cryptocurrencies around the Solana ecosystem. Because I think that if we can get in on one early, then you'll be one of these early Saitama people that took $4,500 and turned it into six figures. So that's my video for today. Be sure to check out all my social medias, facebook.com/the actual Kingsmith, youtube.com/the actual Kingsmith. I'm also on Twitch and Twitter as well. They're all the actual Kingsmith as well, except for Twitter, which is actual Kingsmith, because I couldn't put it out that long. There's also a video of me talking about giving away money. Okay, I've talked about it in one of my other videos. Go look on my YouTube page to see what you have to do to get $100. It's literally the simplest thing that I can explain, as far as I'm trying to give away money for marketing for my Facebook page. So that's the hint. Go to my Facebook page /the actual King Smith to see what you have to do to be able to be entered into a giveaway for $1 million. And I'm going to do it publicly. I try and be as transparent as I can. So when I do the giveaway is going to be on my page live with all of the entries in, so that you know who won. Plain and simple. I hope it's not a lot, because that's less work on me. All right, so shout out to the people that tuned in to my video live. Hope everybody have a great day today, and thanks for tuning in. Peace.